What's up, SaaS Masters? My name is George, and today we're going to review WiseCut. This one is a video editor that lets you edit the video via text. So what it does, it transcribes the video that you upload, you edit that transcription, and it'll automatically update it on the video. So if I remove a word, it's also going to remove it on the final video. Plus, it has other features like in and out outros, it has auto ducking, in and out. For example, it'll zoom in and zoom out automatically, and has some other features that I think are interesting, but we're going to check those out on this video. So like I mentioned before, this is going to be a review, so stick around, let's go check out the deal, and then let's go check out WiseCut right now. Okay, this is the deal that's going on right now, and it starts off at $69 for a lifetime deal. Let me show you what that gets you, but first, let's start with this. They say this is an alternative to Adobe Premiere, Descript, Magistro, and InShot. To be honest, Adobe Premiere is one of the big name brands. It's like saying that my online store is comparable or an alternative to Amazon store. I mean, it's just way off. We could even make a movie in Adobe Premiere, so saying that it's an alternative, it's not real, okay? Just to be clear with that. It also says it's a Descript alternative. It could get there, but they still need a lot of work to do. Magistro and InShot, basic apps, I think, yes, that is an alternative to one of those. All right, let's go check out the pricing really quickly. And here we go. So you have 150 gigabytes of storage, and you also have 90 minutes of video per upload. So that means that if your video is longer than that, then you can't upload it. And the storage, it doesn't matter what plan you're on, it's 150 gigabytes of storage. So if you reach that limit, well, you have to delete to upload more videos. Now, license tier 1 gets you 2 hours of transcription. We need these hours to actually edit the video. So there's no, for example, I'll edit the video without using transcription. No, you can't do that. So yes, if you plan to use more than 2 hours a month, well, you need to jump to license tier 2 or license tier 3 to get more hours of editing, okay? Just so you get an idea of that. And the file size that you can upload as a max is 5 gigabytes per upload, right? So if the file is over 5 gigabytes, which is a whole lot, you can't upload it. You'll have to like smush it or compress it. But for example, my videos that are, I don't know, 12, 15 minutes long and they're 4K, they are about 4 gigabytes. So yeah, you have a lot of space, room to upload files. Okay. Let's go jump over to really quickly. This is their site. The reason I'm showing you this before we actually go into testing is because I want to show you some features that they have that I will not be testing on my video because my videos don't have that type, all right? So one of the things I wanted to show you really quickly is the ducking. Subtitles, we're going to do that on the video. Storyboard-based video editing, we're going to do that also. The audio ducking, this is something I'm not going to do because my videos don't need it, but let me show you what it actually does so you know that you have this feature. So this is an example they have right now. So what they're going to show you is that the audio from the music is way higher than the voice, and the ducking is going to help you.
Welcome to the Chef's Backyard. Today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious...
So the auto ducking did is lower the volume from the music and then up the volume for the voice. All right, so that's what auto ducking does. And there's auto punch in and out. So that means it zooms in and out depending on the subject. There's no voice on that, but you'll see there's a medium shot, so it's wide. And if I zoom in, for example, in my case right here, it'll zoom into my face, and you'll see that here in the examples, punch in and punch out. And it does that automatically for you. All right, so now it's gonna auto punch in, check it out. So she's talking and she'll say something really important and it'll jump in, all right? Just little things that, like I said, I'm not gonna be doing on my videos, so I wanted to show you what's capable with that. So those are the things that it does. Now, right now I uploaded 2 of my videos. Both are short. It's just my introduction for the video I made from Lead Camp. One doesn't have any voice enhancement, and the other one does have from my previous edit. So that's just what the difference is of these 2 videos. All right, so I uploaded already. Let's go into next. And we have 3 options here. Is this video about someone talking? So I'm gonna select this. If it's not, then I'll select this one where it's just my video doesn't have voice, but it has background sound. I want to keep it. So that means that I won't be using the music from WiseCut. No, from VoiceCut, right? But in my case, it's just someone talking. Or if I want to use no sound and I want to mute it. Okay, so someone is talking and I'm gonna select what language is my video in. In this case, it's English, but you have these options available, all right? So these are all the options that are available for as of now. If the language that you speak on videos is not available here, well, this is not a good deal for you, unless they plan to add it, and I will show you the roadmap. So in this case, it's English. Let's go into next. I can select a background music for this. The good thing about it is that it'll auto volume for it, but we can also tweak it later on to lower the volume or make it medium or high. So they have 3 or 4 functions. It's like low, medium, high, and no volume. So you don't have like a kind of drag the volume type. Okay, so we can preview the songs right here. You can hear the sound right there, and if you like it, you select it. Now, there's several songs, but it's not like a super huge library. This is all the songs that they have right now. We can search because these songs have tags. If I hover over this, they tell you what the genre is, the theme, and the instruments. So we can search for those tags in case we want to find something that's more to your liking or fits better what video you're uploading. So I selected that song. I'm not sure if it's gonna sound good or not. I'm just selecting it. Let's go next. And then we have these functions available. First is the name. So this is just testing for video, all right? We can auto cut silence. Like I said, like I mentioned in the intro, is that if I stop talking and then I start talking again, because maybe I forgot to say something or just for any reason, maybe I talk slow, which I don't. I think I speak too fast. But yeah, if there's cuts, it'll automatically cut that silence for you. I can remove it if I don't plan to use that, or I can keep it. Heads up, for example, in my case, I'm making tutorial videos. Sometimes when I stop talking, it's because something is happening on the video. I'm waiting for something to load or something's going to happen. So maybe it's not a good fit for everyone to use the cut silence. Then we have the smart background music. In this case, we'll keep it on because we did add music. Auto duck, it'll raise and lower the volume to make the right volume for this. You saw the example. Auto punch in this case, I don't think it'll work because it's just, I don't move in or out, or maybe when I speak loud, it'll jump in. Let's go ahead and test it. The AI voice booster, let's turn it on. So what it's gonna do, it's enhance the voice. And then we got burned in captions. You can turn this off or on later on. I recommend you don't turn it on. You can turn it on later. What it does is that the subtitles that we're working on, it'll burn them into the video. So they're there. You can add them later. For example, if you plan this to use it on YouTube, well, they already burned in. They're not gonna go overlapped on there. So I recommend you don't burn them in. Create a project. So now that we selected all the enhancement, it's gonna start working on the background. So this is the testing video, and once it's done, I will get an email about these changes that it's done, and I can start working on it. So let's wait a bit for this, and we'll jump back in. Okay, now we got the video ready. It just finished working. Let's go open up the project. Okay, and it said it removed 1 second of awkward silence removed. Reason it's only 1 second is because, like I said before, I speak a lot. I speak fast. Plus, it's only a really short video. On the original video, it removed about 5 seconds. Still, not a lot, but there you go. 4 jump cuts created, 48 lines of subtitles created, and the music was perfectly fit for your video. Okay, let's go edit the project. If we're fine with what they did, we can preview and just go export. But in this case, we're gonna edit the project. And this is the actual editor. This is where we edit the text. Let me put sound right there. First, let me talk about the things that I dislike. First of all, the editor, one of the things I dislike is that, for example, the text is really short, so you don't have a lot of space. Let's just space this out or make it bigger so we can view it more better and clear. Second thing I dislike is that it doesn't show you where it could potentially be wrong. For example, I use Happy Scribe for transcribing. It doesn't edit the video, it just transcribes. But it lets me know where it could be transcribed wrong. So I just focus on those areas. But in this case, it's not. So I gotta listen to the whole video and watch it, make sure everything is fine. Another thing I dislike is that it doesn't remove filler words. For example, on Descript, if we select remove filler words, it's gonna remove it automatically. What type of filler words? Well, just like I did right now, I repeated 2 times one word, it'll remove it. Plus it'll remove, for example, just like the things that you repeat that just don't have any meaning and they have nothing to do there, it'll remove it automatically. Now, it's in the roadmap, they will be adding that to remove the filler words, so that's a cool thing. Another thing I dislike, if, for example, I click right here, it's gonna autoplay.
This one is an email tracker, a CRM. This one is an email tracker.
I wish I can click.
CRM, and also
I wish I could click on it and it'll pause. I have to go over here to the little pause button and actually pause it. So they should at least make the pause button bigger. So, well, if I click on the video there, we can pause it. But just little things there. Okay. What can we do with it? Well, we have options to drag and reorder. For example, if I need to reorder any of these, I can do so. I can also set which one is the intro and outro, which I don't have any intros right here or outros. We'd get the option right here if we want to select it as the intro or outro. So it splits the video. In this case, I've added 2 videos. So this is the first one. You can see here's a start, what's up, and over here's the end, desktop right now. Again, we start again, what's up, and desktop right now. Like I said before, one doesn't have video editing, the voice editing. Let me click play on this one.
Masters, my name is George, and today I want to show you a deal that's called Elite Camp. This one is an email tracker, a CRM, and
now it should say, for example, that the voice is already enhanced. I don't hear a lot of enhancement, and I will show you the original video, what that sounds like. Okay, this is the original video that doesn't have the voice enhancement.
Show you a deal that's called Elite Camp. This one is an email tracker, a CRM, and also lets you qualify leads.
And let's hear it over here.
That's called Elite Camp. This one is an email tracker, a CRM, and also lets you qualify leads. So you focus.
Now that I hear both, I do hear some changes. So it did enhance the voice a bit. And the one that does have enhancement.
My name is George, and today I want to show you a deal that's called Elite Camp. This one is.
That one has bass boost and all of that. That was done previously, not done here on WiseCut, just an example. So it did help a bit, but not a whole lot. Now, in terms of transcription quality, so we see some errors right here. Let's go ahead and.
What's up, SaaS Masters? My name is George, and today I want to show you a deal that's called Elite Camp. This one.
Over here, we have Elite Camp. Now that's understandable. Other transcription softwares will have the same error, because it's a brand. It's not a word. It doesn't exist. So this one is, what was it? Elite Camp? Lead Camp, all right. So the original is Elite Camp. So like I said before, that's a brand. That's not a word that exists. So you'll get this transcription, Elite Camp. I see another error right here where it says sales.
That could potentially lead to sales. So it's pretty cool.
It does sound like sales, so I'll give it a pass, but in this case, it should be sales. We can edit it by clicking on the pencil, and we can edit this and say sales. Now, if we don't want to have a row right here, we can just delete that, and we can keep it in 1 to make it better. And we'll click go, all right? So we just tweak that. We corrected the word, plus we remove one of those rows right there. So some of these are rows, and that's something I don't like about it. For example, now is just 1 row, so maybe on the video, it's just too many flashing subtitles. Let me show you.
What's up, SaaS Masters? My name is George, and today I want to show you a deal that's called Elite Camp.
Well, we won't see it there. We'll have to see it on the rendered version. We can also cut, for example, if I want to remove, and let's just remove a space so we actually see on the end video rendered. So let's remove, so it's pretty cool that you can get all of this deal right now. Okay, let's remove that. Whoa, what did it remove? Let's go back because I think it removed more than it should. Oh, okay, so it cut it, but it created a second scene. That's what happened right now. Not updated. So it's telling me that if I click play, it's not going to show me what just happened. So it's not real-time editing, all right? Just be aware of that. And one of the things I dislike about that is that we have to go render, listen to it, and then, hey, you know what? I messed something up. So I gotta go put it back or render again. And I wish it was like real time, even if it was less quality, but we get to see it on live. So let's remove also this. So it's pretty cool. All right, so we remove 2 of those phrases. We can go ahead and delete the whole thing. We can reorder, we can click play, and just like that. We can select clips for new project. Let's just say that we have several clips right here that I loaded in. Well, I can select these clips, for example, like that, and I can create a new project, things you can do. All right, so let's just say we're good to go. What else can we do? Let's go to the next step, which is translations. Do I want a translation for this? These are the options that we have available. I'm not sure why they don't have any more, because basically I bet you it's based on Microsoft or Google for translating. So they should have more options there. But these are the ones that are available right now. So if I want Spanish, I'll translate and it should start translating. So it's working there. And it says it'll take up to 1 to 15 minutes to do it. Like I said, not sure why it takes so long. It should be pretty quick to do something like this, but there you go. The music that we've selected, we can again select another one if we like. So if you don't select it from the beginning or you don't like how it sounds, we can select it now. We also have the settings if we want to, again, change the settings. For example, we didn't select burnt in captions. If you want to have it burnt in, well, we select it. If not, we keep it off. And again, we can add those later on because we get the SRT file. Burnt in captions, I'll show you what you can have right here. We can change the font color, the border color, and drop shadow if we want to have that available. Turn it off. The music volume, like I said before, there's 4 type of volumes: low, medium, high, or full. Full means it'll just remove the other music and it'll put only the music, so be aware of that. There's no progress bar that we can remove, like tweak. The footage audio, if you want to mute the audio from the footage, that's available. That would be if you don't have any audio on it, or if you just want to play music, you would mute it. And the enhancer, do we want to keep it on or not? And video enhancer, it says it enhances a bit the video, not a whole lot. That's what I saw on an intro video from them, but I didn't see any particular changes that it would make, right? But let's just keep it on. And if we're good to go, we can preview and export. Now again, if I preview right here, it's not gonna show me what changes I made. I have to render to actually preview what happened. So if I mess up something, I have to go back and edit again and again and render and edit, render and edit. I hope they make that a live editor in the future. I think it causes a lot of load on the server side. That might be why they don't have that. But this time we're gonna render it. It should add the music, the enhancement, the subtitles, they're not burnt in. What else? The ducking, and that's about it. Let's see what it does. Oh, and also the subtitles that we removed. So those, it should jump some spaces there. What I want to find out is it like a hard jump? Is there some click on it or not? That's something I want to check out. So let's see what the final results for this is. Okay, there we go. It just finished right now for this. And now 3 jumps were created, 48 lines of subtitle created, and the music perfectly fits. Let's see what we get.
What's up, SaaS Masters? My name is George, and today I want to show you a deal that's called Elite Cam. This one is an email tracker, a CRM, and also lets you qualify leads so you focus on the leads that could potentially lead to sales. So it's pretty cool that you can get all of this with the deal that's going on right now. So what I'm going to do right now.
Okay, so we saw the jump there. What I did like about it is that we didn't hear a click sound. I did a video recently about Pictory, for example, and when we cut, it was just like hard cut and it just click, you hear that click. And this one was smooth, you didn't hear that. So if you remove a word, you won't notice it. Now we saw that we had that jump in and jump out automatically. That's something I don't like in my personal opinion, but if you do like it, in my case, it's just because I'm here on the camera and I'm talking, and it's not like I'm focusing on something and then not focusing. But if it did, it makes it a little bit more interactive to do that. So we removed dead spaces, we cut the transcription, it added the music, and it also did the voice enhancement. Let's go check out the second clip, which should be around right here.
You can get all of this with the deal that's going on right now. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you what the deal's about, how it works, and what I actually think about it. So let's go jump.
So it did enhance the voice. Here's the original clip.
Focus on the leads that could potentially lead to sales. So it's pretty cool that you can get all of this.
It's flat and dull in the original video, and on the enhanced voice, it sounds better.
With the deal that's going on right now. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you what the deal is about.
So it does work. I mean, the audio enhancer does work. Not as good as me doing it with the bass boost and all of that and other tweaks, but it does a good job, right? Now if we go to preview and export, here's where we can select, do we want to export in the standard, landscape, portrait, or square? And the quality, we have 720p and 1080p. My videos are 4K, and if I wanted to do this in 4K, well, this is not a good option for me. But if 1080p is good enough, or if I just want to use the subtitles, well, we can download the project subtitles right here. If I download them, we get a zip file. Let me show you what type of file that is. Open. And okay, here's the English one and the Spanish that we translated. So they're inside of here. And whoops, let me remove that. The type of file is, well, you basically get all of them. The most popular one is this one, .srt. That's the most popular one. But if you need other types, they're right there. That's pretty cool that they give you all of them. And for Spanish, again, we have all of them available right there. And if I want to export the video, if I'm good to go, I like what I did. But if I didn't like what I edited, well, I have to go back, go edit, re-render, and go check it out. So now it's just rendering the final stage of this video. Basically, that is what WiseCut does. Aside from that, there's not much to do. We can see the project list, the new projects. We can add a new project. We can view the folders, the media, the media that are available, and contact us. That is what WiseCut does. Like I said before, it's not an alternative to Adobe Premiere, because Premiere is like super big and huge and they can do everything. You can even make a movie there, and you can't do that in WiseCut. So saying it's an alternative, it's a no-go. An alternative to Descript, it has some functions. If they add that removable filler words, I think it could be pretty good, all right? Because it doesn't have those hard cuts. It makes it subtle and nice. Now, what's coming here? This is what's shipped on the roadmap. I will be adding that roadmap in the description, and I will be adding the link to WiseCut in case you guys want to grab that deal because you found this video helpful or you just want to help me out with a small commission. This is in progress, capability to add pictures. So you can add pictures and it'll add that to the video and make the video like that. Duplicate scenes on the storyboard. What's planned? Duplicate projects, undo, redo feature. We have an undo feature, Command Z, but we don't have a redo feature. So if you want to bring it back, we don't have that. And what's coming? Here we have the filler sounds auto remover. This is something that I'm looking forward to, so I will be voting on that. So they add it. And if you grab this deal, vote on the things that you find important. So this is under review. So once you vote for what you need, they're gonna take it into consideration. So they add it, okay? So this could potentially be a good deal. For now, it's pretty simple. You saw what you could do. Like I said, I like the ducking. That's a good one. The voice enhancement was good. When I cut, I also like that. What I dislike is the lack of features when editing. It's kind of dull and plain when you edit the video. But basically, what you're getting for a lifetime deal, $69, 2 hours of editing, it's kind of okay. I would suggest to get License Tier 2, which gives you 5 hours. And unless you don't plan to edit a lot of videos, License Tier 1 would be the way to go. But I'm planning and I'm thinking that this could potentially be good for future. Once they implement filler words and other enhancements, I think it could be a good deal. For now, it's just okay. So if you find this video helpful and consider buying this, like I said before, do consider using that link in the description. I thank you all for watching. My name is George. This is SaaS Master, and I'll see you guys later.